Roses are red, violets are blue. That's rubbish. I actually came here for inspiration, as this pretty little weatherboarded cottage isn't just typical of the property that's to be found in the county that I'm visiting today. It was also where celebrated essayist and novelist Virginia Woolf lived. She came here from London looking for serenity and stimulation. Let's hope today's potential house buyers make it their escape to the country. In today's show, we'll be helping a couple from Wimbledon escape the suburbs for countryside living.
Not a cappuccino in sight.
We'll be viewing some fantastic properties, but will they be able to agree?
I actually like this room as it is.
That's
All
the
right,
first
darling.
disagreement we're going to have.
And today's mystery house is nothing short of divine inspiration.
Oh, look at that. Oh, fantastic.
Today I'm in East Sussex, at Monk's House to be specific. This is where Virginia Woolf lived. She was part of the celebrated Bloomsbury set of artists and writers who famously shunned Victorian convention to live a more bohemian lifestyle up against the backdrop of the South Downs. East Sussex has always been a county that provides inspiration and tranquility in equal measure. Bordered by West Sussex, Surrey, Kent and the English Channel to the south, East Sussex is home to 692 square miles of wildly varying countryside, which take in the clay valleys of the Weald that stretch down to Hastings and the stunning chalk escarpment of the South Downs, plus 46 miles of beautiful coastline. History isn't in short supply either. The Saxon county town of Lewes is not only famed for its raucous annual Guy Fawkes Night celebrations, but the best preserved castle barbican in England. But if the upkeep of a castle isn't what you have in mind, there's plenty of property on offer in East Sussex with a vast array of architectural styles to choose from. Whether you're partial to a bit of weatherboarding or the typical Sussex half-hung tiled house is more your thing, this county is chock full of character country homes. Despite the fact that the East Sussex coastline is only an hour's train ride from London, property here is almost 7% cheaper than in neighbouring county West Sussex, and a whopping 34% less than in fellow commuter county Surrey. But I don't want you to think that property here is a snip. It isn't. It's almost 31% above national average. But in this current climate, bargain hunters should seek, because they will find. The gems are out there. And if you've won the lottery, then how about this £1.4 million 7-bedroom country house just outside Wadhurst? With 4 reception rooms, it's fit for a king, and the oak panelling will make you feel you've stepped back in time and soak up the sun in the glorious 2.75-acre gardens. If you want to spend a little less, for £659,000 you could snap up this Grade 2 listed property in Heath Marsh. This is a great entertaining pad with a contemporary kitchen complete with limestone floors and underfloor heating, a double aspect lounge diner and mature gardens for those summer parties. Or for a real steal, at £400,000, how about this 4-bedroom smuggler's cottage in Selsey? Just a stone's throw from the coast, it comes complete with 2 reception rooms, a 25-foot galley kitchen and a really pretty lawn garden. With property relatively expensive in East Sussex, people wanting to buy here will either have to have plenty of money or the ability to compromise. Let's hope our potential home buyers have both. Today's couple looking for an urban escape route are Matthew and Katherine. They've lived in this 3-bedroom semi in Wimbledon for a whopping 17 years, together with Maggie, their border terrier.
I bought the house in 1992 for what was then a lot of money, $106,000, and now most houses around here are going for about $400,000, 400 plus. There's nothing wrong with the house, but we just need more space.
I can't see us living here in our dotage. I think we want to move, and I think move to the country now's the best time to do it.
As Matthew has owned the house since his bachelor days, this will be his and Katherine's first property purchase together, so it's a big move.
I love it here, but this is in some ways Matthew's house, and we have done a lot of work to it. But I think what would be really exciting is having met later on in life and got married later, it will be about actually choosing something together.
After abandoning their initial search in London due to excessive property prices, they've decided to make the move to Sussex, but their house search has well and truly run out of steam.
Well, we've seen literally hundreds of houses, and we look and it gets to a point where you can't see for looking. It all begins to look the same, so nothing for us so far.
So what do Matthew and Katherine want for their money?
Well, our ideal home in the country will be a 3-bedroom house with a kitchen, diner,
Or potential.
It'll be somewhere where we can get in and out of London quickly, and it'll be a home
It'll be
that we
home
spend
for
the
us.
rest of our lives in.
Yeah. We've got a really fantastic kitchen area here, and I really enjoy cooking and entertaining for friends. Whatever we find out in the country, it will be quite important to recreate this type of environment again for us.
Well, currently this is our spare bedroom, which doubles up as Katherine's office. Because we want to be entertaining more, and we want people to come and visit us down at the country, it's more essential that we have at least 1 or 2 guest bedrooms where people will be comfortable.
But it's not just bricks and mortar that will make them buy.
We've actually got a lovely courtyard garden here, but it is actually quite small, and it's getting quite full with all my plants that I keep on buying. So by moving to the country, we'll be able to get a large garden, and there I can indulge my passion for gardening and horticulture.
That's a sizable wish list. So how are they financing this dream move?
We're going to rent out the property here in London, and through savings and getting past reserves together, we've got a budget of £550,000.
Now, I've got the feeling this is going to be a rather romantic house hunt, with Matthew and Katherine looking for their first together home. Money's not really an issue. They've got their life savings to plough into their dream property. That's if they can find it. Even though they haven't found anything in 8 months of looking, I've confidence that some of the villages between Tunbridge Wells and Eastbourne will deliver the house of their dreams. With both Matthew and Katherine working, it's crucial they're closer to larger towns with good rail and road links into London. I'll be showing them 3 fantastic properties, but as usual I won't be revealing how much they cost until after they've had a good look around. The last of the 3 will be a mystery house, which is sure to heat things up. Matthew, Katherine, welcome to East Sussex, where they tell me the mornings are always as glorious as this.
Fantastic, isn't it? Look gorgeous out there.
Not a bad day for looking at property.
No, we're looking forward to it.
Now listen, you've been looking for 8 months, but have you specifically looked in this area?
Not as such. I've looked on the internet as
Right.
such, but we haven't actually visited any properties. We've looked sort of closer to home initially, haven't we?
Yeah, closer to London, but what with the way the work's panning out and going, my job between Eastbourne and London, and Katherine being in south and southeast, it makes more and more sense to come out here.
Yeah.
And clearly
Yeah.
East Sussex was a favourite county to come and have a look at.
Let's talk about the budget. £550. Can I push you on that?
I mean, I'm saying this, and Katherine will probably kick me as I'm saying
I
this.
control the budget.
But, oh right, well there you go,
Okay.
that's right there.
I've got the purse strings.
But I think if we saw somewhere we would really want to
Yes.
live in, then we would push the budget. So yes, I think 550, 580, around that figure.
How committed are you to this move to the country?
I think if we find the right house, if we
Yes.
see the right house,
That's
we really
what
want to
will
move to it, we'll move.
shift us.
Guess what? I'm going to show you the right house. I'm very confident about this.
Excellent, we're trusting you.
Should we get on with it?
Yeah.
Go on, then. I'll lead you to the car.